John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid.
Hi guys, welcome back to All About Tea. I'm T, and in today's video we're gonna talk about my first period story, like when I first started my period. So I am 20 years old, and I started my period in the 5th grade. I knew what a period was. My mom talked to me about it, and at my school that I went to, I went to Lee Summit North. If you're from Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, you know what school I went to. But they actually had like these in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade in elementary school, because 6th grade was the elementary school when I was in elementary. They actually split you up between boys and girls, and you actually watch like, it's called like Growing Up or Just Around a Corner or something like that. And it was like a period video or like a health video where your body gonna be changing, you got to grow pubic hair, kind of like a health class in elementary school. Basically it's what it was, and I already knew what it was, so I wasn't freaking out. So I don't know what day it was, what month it was, none of that. I think it was closer to the end of the school year, and this is exactly what happened. So I literally went to the restroom during school, and I saw a little bit of blood in my panties, and I was like, oh, I know what this is. It's my period. But I'm not going to the nurse for this little bitty blood, and plus, I don't want to go to the nurse. Like, even if it comes out more, I want to wait till I get home. So after school, I text my mama like, hey, I started my period. I said, hey, I started my period. But I put the period. I didn't spell period, you know, like the dot for the end of the sentence. That's how I used to tell my mama I was on my period or I started my period. So I said that to her, and she said, do you want your sister to help you out with it? And I was like, no. She said, okay, just wait till I get home. My mom got out at 5 o'clock as a teacher back then, because she was a teacher back then. So then, literally, I waited till she got home. My mom had to take my sister to band practice. So what she did was, she told my sister, go in a car, and she'll be out there in a minute. My sister kept her pads underneath the bed. So my mom went underneath the bed and got me a pad and was like, hey, put this on. And she told me how to clean my underwear, and she said, I'll be back. Put this on, take care of yourself, and when I get back, we'll go from dropping your sister off at band practice. I said, graduated from Lee Summit. Oh, yeah. I went to Meadow Lane Elementary, though. This is the school I went to. Meadow Lane Elementary and Lee Summit. But, yeah. I don't know why that was important to say, but yeah. Then, after she took my sister to band practice, because my sister was a freshman in high school, she came back and went to Walmart. I got my own pads. And I told my mama, please do not tell anybody that I started my period. I didn't want my grandma to know, my dad, nobody to know, not even my sister. And we lived in the same dang house, and we were all female. I didn't want my auntie to know. I didn't want my cousin. Nobody can know I'm on my period but me and my mama. Like, I started it. I did not want to know. I did not. I don't know why. I know it's not a big deal because we're all females and we should be able to say those type of things. But I was so freaking nervous and scared about it. I don't know. So this time my mom outed me. She had to tell my grandma that I started because I would go to my grandma's house every weekend. And then we had breaks and stuff. I'll be at grandma's. So she had to tell my grandma just in case my grandma needed to help me. But other than that, nobody knew I was on my period. She didn't tell my grandma right away. She eventually told her. But my sister did not know. When my sister said, she kind of figured out. So this is how I got outed, basically. So I don't know if y'all know, but it was this boy band called Mindless Behavior. And they had a concert in July. And it was me and my mom. This was back in the summer before 6th grade. Okay. So I told you I started my period kind of close to the end of 5th grade. And yeah. So in July, we drove to St. Louis to the Mindless Behavior concert. Me, my sister, my mama. And my mama was like, before we got far, she was like, did anyone start their period? Me and my sister both said no. And then my sister was like, oh, Titi, you started your period? And I was just like, really, Mom? I was so mad at her at the time. Mom, why would you say that? She said, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's hard keeping this secret. I keep forgetting that. I'm keeping it secret. it don't even matter. And my sister kind of told me, like, she figured that she knew already, because we used to wrap our pads in newspaper, and that's how you could tell when somebody on their period, because it would be newspaper in a trash can. And so, yeah, my sister was like, I knew I wasn't on my period. I didn't know if it was mom, but I figured something was up. But yeah, that's the first time I started my period, and that's how I got outed about my period, you know. But yeah, now I'm okay with comfortable saying I'm on my period, and I don't care, because I'm 20 years old, I'm grown, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you got any questions or wanna give me video ideas, comment down below. Bye, guys.